Reduce the distractions in your photo by using a stacked and desaturated photo mask. This video is being filmed in expert mode of Photoshop Elements, but the instructions are exactly the same for Photoshop except where noted. Here's an example of what we'll be creating together. I'm going to show you how to draw attention to the subject of your photo by stacking and desaturating it. I've begun by opening the template from the downloads. In the Layers panel, click on the Framed Photo Clipping Mask layer to activate it. Before we move on, let's talk about selecting the right photos for this technique. The subject of this image has a great smile, but the background is a bit distracting. So this photo is a great choice because this technique will help to take away the distractions. Not only is the background drawing attention away from the subject here in this photo, but there is sufficient space around the subject to make this picture a good choice for this technique as well. Truly, any photo where the subject needs more attention, like the squirrel in this photo, would be a good selection. However, other photos might not work so well for this technique. While there is plenty of space in this background of this photo, the subject is just too far away. And here in this photo of my daughter, while it's a great image, there really isn't enough space for this technique to work well here. And lastly, this picture actually has a great background and a good amount of space around the subject, but using this technique won't really make the image any better, so it just doesn't make sense to choose it. Now that we know what type of photos to use, the next step is to add the photo to the document. I'm going to use Photo 1 from the Downloads folder. Next, get the Move tool, and on the document, click and drag the photo onto the new document. In the Tool options, uncheck Auto Select Layer, but check Show Bounding Box. Photoshop users, check Show Transform Controls. In the Layers panel, double-click directly on the name of the new layer and rename it Photo 1. Press Enter or Return to commit the change. On the document, click and drag inside the photo bounding box to reposition the photo and center it over the framed photo clipping mask. To resize the photo, click and drag on a corner handle of the bounding box. Click the check mark to commit the change. Because we will be clipping the same photo to both the framed clipping mask and the complex clipping mask, you'll want to make sure that the boundaries of the photo stay outside of the boundaries of both masks. Now that we have the photo added, repositioned, and resized, you're going to duplicate and desaturate it. Press Ctrl-J, Command-J on a Mac to duplicate the photo, and then in the Layers panel, double-click directly on the name of the duplicated photo and rename it Black and White Photo. Press Enter or Return to commit the change. In the Layers panel, click and drag the black and white photo layer down below the framed photo clipping mask. It should now be between the complex photo clipping mask and the framed photo clipping mask in the Layers panel. In the menu bar, choose Enhance, Adjust Color, Remove Color. Photoshop users choose Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. You won't notice a change on the document because we haven't clipped the photo yet. Before we clip the photo, we need to link the layers. To do that, in the Layers panel, click on the Photo 1 layer to activate it. Holding down the Control key, Command key on a Mac, click on the black and white photo layer to activate it. In the Layers panel, click the link icon to link the layers. It's important to link the photos together to keep them aligned when repositioning them on the document. Next, in the Layers panel, click on the Photo 1 layer to activate it. In the menu bar, choose Layer, Create Clipping Mask. Let's do the same thing for the black and white photo layer. In the Layers panel, click on the black and white photo layer to activate it, and in the menu bar, choose Layer, Create Clipping Mask. Check out my finished page. I couldn't believe how this young bull elk came within 6 feet of the tent across from us in the campground. By duplicating the photo and desaturating it to black and white, I was able to keep the background and give more attention to the elk. For a free PDF version of this video, click on the download link and then make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This has been Gina Harper from Digital Scrapper, the very best place on the web to find complete and professional instruction for digital scrapbooking. We help you get your stories told.